Subscribe to Inspire to Rise for awesome tech videos and more. Hello folks, this is Aditya from InspireToRise.com and I have something really new and exciting to show you. This is the Vivo X21 smartphone. It's one of the first consumer smartphones to have an in-display fingerprint sensor. Earlier they were concept showcasing the same, but right now we have it in front of us. So guys, let's first start with an unboxing for the Vivo X21 smartphone. This is the official packaging for this smartphone, and this smartphone commemorates the occasion of Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup. And now let's just unbox it. At the back you can see the relevant details about this phone. The pricing has been cut out. It was made in May 2018. SAR value etc is also written over there. And let's just open this up. So on the inside what you get is this promotional material, and apart from that what you get is in-ear style earphones which look quite good, nice quality. And apart from this, what else do you get is the charging adapter for this one. It's a 9 volt 2 ampere charging adapter, which means that you can fast charge the smartphone, and that's pretty neat. And inside you get the smartphone. Let's just open it up. So this is the Vivo X21 smartphone and has a very nice glossy finish. Inside you get few other things, and if you look closely you get the SIM tray slot removal pin and the user manual etc. There's also a hard case inside, plastic case, looks quite good and it's very easy to install. And apart from that what you also get is the USB-A to micro USB cable. So this is a flagship smartphone and still it does not have a USB type C port, so that's something bad. The display on this one is a Super AMOLED display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, 6.28 inches, 2280 by 1080p resolution, which is Full HD plus, and it looks quite good. The colors were great. It is 402 ppi, and overall I felt that it was great, but I still installed some protection over this display in order to see whether the in-display fingerprint sensor, which is the most hyped thing about this smartphone, does it work with the protection layer or not. The user interface has the normal Android buttons, or you can use iOS style gestures, and apart from that it's FunTouch OS 4 based on Android 8.1 Oreo, and this device is running on the latest version. But whether it would get the update to Android P or not is not yet stated clearly by Vivo. The notch style design as seen on the Vivo V9 is present here, but the in-display fingerprint sensor is the icing on the cake. If we talk about the design, on the right hand side there's the power button and the volume rocker for the smartphone, and throughout the phone there's the glass style design present, and if you look closely at the top there's the 3.5mm jack, noise cancellation microphone, and there are the antenna bands. At the back there's the dual camera setup, and at the bottom there's the micro USB port along with the speaker grill, microphone and the antenna bands. There's a slight taper from left to right on the smartphone, and at the bottom there's the hybrid SIM tray slot. So that's something that I didn't quite like, but still it's an improvement over a lot of other flagships which don't even give micro SD card slots. The glass back looks really great, but it's prone to fingerprints, very glossy, and it's quite fragile. So if you use the smartphone without a cover, there are a lot of chances that you would end up breaking the smartphone with a single fall. It has a 3200 mAh battery, and I have to state it clearly to you that the battery on the smartphone doesn't last at all. It comes with a Snapdragon 660 octa-core chipset, 6GB of RAM, 128GB of internal storage, and if I talk about the benchmark scores, it scored quite good on the benchmarks, 1,39,000, 14 on the Antutu benchmark, quite good multi-core score on the Geekbench benchmark. Single core performance was not that great. And now let's talk about the camera for the smartphone. The rear camera for this smartphone is a dual camera setup with a 12 megapixel plus 5 megapixel dual camera combination. The 12 megapixel one has dual pixel technology, so that makes it quite good. f1.8 aperture, and it's S5K2 L8 Sony sensor, and it has a lot of features like slow motion, AI based HDR, time lapse, portrait bokeh, and you can also do short refocus. There are a lot of AR based selfie features also, and I tried them a lot. and the front as well as back cameras support up to 4K UHD video recording at 30 frames per second. The front camera is also a 12 megapixel one with dual pixel technology and a f2.0 aperture. If you take a closer look at all of the shots, the image quality was excellent. With the portrait mode turned on, I could focus on multiple subjects, and the HDR and whole dynamic range for the camera was great. The dual pixel technology makes it one of the best cameras that I have ever seen on a Vivo smartphone, and the daylight shots had impeccable quality. But that doesn't mean that the camera is entirely flawless. If we talk about few other things like the video quality was also on point, dynamic range was great, but there was no stabilization present. I wonder why don't these guys include something like OIS and EIS on such high-end smartphones, which should have been there in the first place. The front camera is great as always. Vivo is known for its front camera quality, and all of the selfie videos also were quite good. The 4K video quality from the front camera looked great, and if I talk about the stabilization, it was not present on the front as well as the back camera. Low light quality was also something that I feel needs a lot of improvement before we can call it a really amazing camera smartphone. But as a still camera, this is a great camera smartphone, and if you are a selfie lover, then you would really love this smartphone for all of the selfie features that it does provide. And now let's talk in depth about the fingerprint sensor present on this smartphone. So it has been hyped a lot, and there have been a lot of ads running around indicating that this fingerprint sensor is something revolutionary. Popular tech YouTuber MKBHD also covered this, and he found out in his detailed testing that this works even if the glass is completely scratched off. But I was not so lucky all of the time. In my initial usage, I found out that this sensor gets better over a period of time. So it might not work flawlessly in your initial days, but later on it got a lot better. It's not as fast as something like Touch ID, but still it works great. This smartphone is great in general. Gaming performance is good. You can play almost all of the modern games with ease on the smartphone without facing any major lags or issues. And a Snapdragon 660 on a Full HD Plus display is okay enough to run almost everything that you want to run, and the face unlock present on the smartphone is also quite fast. Sometimes I found myself using the face unlock more often as opposed to the in-display fingerprint sensor. And now let's talk about few of the cons of the smartphone. Overall, it's a great phone, but it does have some cons. For example, the Fun Touch OS does seem a little bit laggy at times. When you are switching between a lot of applications, the battery life, as I told you before, does not last long. You have to charge by around 3 or 4 pm if you start it from 100% in the morning, and if you are a heavy user like me who runs a lot of different applications like Spotify, Uber, etc., then the battery would surely disappoint you. The pricing of the smartphone would determine whether it's a hit phone or not. If it's priced around 30,000 rupees or below 30,000 rupees, then it would be a great smartphone for the price, as it packs a lot of different features and the camera is quite good for the price. But if it's priced around 35,000 or something, then it would face really heavy competition from the likes of OnePlus 6 and Honor 10, and a lot of people might prefer the OnePlus experience over a novelty feature like an in-display fingerprint sensor. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you liked this video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for more awesome quality tech videos like this one. And no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.
Switch it up now, act like I don't know the agenda. I know the move.
So baby, love me, ooh, before they all love me.
Love me while